Well, this week, General Burnside approaches Grant. He's got a brand new idea. Hey, we're at Petersburg. The Confederates have a line. We've got a line. Why don't we just dig a hole underneath them and then blow it the fuck up? What could go wrong? Hello and welcome to Civil War in Hindsight. I'm Lieutenant Tommy. With me on this very short week is Prospector Johnny. And Johnny, like half-page notes, man. In comparison to the last couple of weeks, nothing happens. That's good.
Oh, well, which, I mean, I don't know. Last couple of weeks weren't super busy. I'm used to, like crazy.
Yeah.
Busy. And when you say there's nothing happening, there's usually pretty much, it's just, you're going to tell me about 7 different skirmishes. You're going to say that somebody tried to make progress but didn't. I don't know. Maybe a boat sunk. Maybe
no, you know what? I don't even think I got 7 skirmishes. No boats sink. At least not that I.
Not even that.
Call.
So so I've already overshot my expectations.
It's going to open up, Johnny.
I will bet not even 500 people die.
You might. Well, you're wrong on that one.
Close.
Week opens up June 24th. Confederate cavalry are going to attack Sheridan's supply train as it's traveling from White House to James River. Remember, that's the supply train. We got 900 of the Confederate wagons. Well, they attack it, and it does lead to a bit of confusion in the Union lines. Out in Maryland, Johnny, the Constitutional Convention meets, and they vote to abolish slavery.
That's it. That's the end of it. They just attack it, and we were confused.
Yeah, like it's not like mass casualties. It's not routed. There's no
anything?
they don't. No spoiler. No, it's intact.
Nothing happens.
It's fine.
Okay.
Out in Maryland, the Constitutional Convention meets and they vote to abolish slavery. So one less slave state in this horrible existence of slavery. So making progress. One more down.
All right. Hey, we're catching up to the rest of the world because how long has it been since Britain outlawed slavery? 30 years.
More than a decade. One state at a time, Johnny. One state at a time. On the 25th, Burnside approaches Grant, and he gets approval to dig a hole underneath the Confederate lines at Petersburg with the intention of packing that hole full of gunpowder and then blowing it sky high. What better way to create a hole in the Confederate lines than by literally creating a hole in the Confederate lines?
Explain more.
All right. Confederate lines here. Right? Union lines here.
Yeah, no,
if we do a direct assault...
Yeah, butt it up.
We're going to... Mass casualties, right? So instead of going straight at them and hitting them and getting slaughtered, what Burnside is proposing is that we dig a hole, and then we dig that hole underneath the Confederate lines, and then we fill that full of black powder, and then we run a fuse, and then we light that fuse, and that fuse goes all the way down the hole into the black powder, and that black powder goes boom and creates a massive crater, and then now there's a hole in the Confederate lines, and we exploit that hole and by attacking them.
Exploit the hole by
going around the hole. Like the idea is the hole blows up, and now there's going to be mass Confederate confusion. So you go around the hole, and then you go down their trench line on their flanks, and then we take Lee by storm.
That seems insane. But I guess it's a new idea, so
Johnny, we got a lot of gunpowder to waste. Why not? I mean, it's not any dumber than just like going right at them head on.
And I guess we got a lot of people willing to dig a freaking hole.
Yeah, I mean, we're just staring at each other. What else are we going to do? Grab a shovel. How long can it take? I hope
we have like mining experts.
We do.
There.
Burnside is over mining experts, so he's going to use them to dig that hole. Yeah.
Oh, wait, he's over, like he's leading.
He's got a company of engineers that like were miners that like they're perfect. They know what they're doing.
All right, so this isn't his idea. His underlings are being like, hey, Captain, we could just dig a hole and blow him up over here.
That's exactly what happened.
Okay.
The engineers are like, we can just dig a hole.
I have more faith in that working than just Burnside being like, let's dig a hole and blow him up.
No, it definitely came from his engineer corps.
This is better thought out than what it seems. Okay.
No, it came from his engineer corps. Yep.
Still seems insane. But we'll give it a go.
Johnny, despite being attacked on the 24th, Sheridan's supply train with 900 wagons is going to successfully make it to the James on the 26th.
Hey,
good.
Cool.
Things across All the fronts are relatively quiet on the 26th, which changes on the 27th with a good old-fashioned battle. The armies of the Cumberland and Tennessee, they're going to move towards against the Big and Little Kennesaw at Marietta, Georgia, which is Johnson's lines. They're going to attack Johnson's left flank, which, Sherman, you've been doing that a lot lately, just continuing to hit his left. Mixed up a little bit. Hit the center, hit the right. Why the left?
But see, that's your mistake, Lieutenant. He's going to expect you to mix it up.
So he's hit the left again.
Expect something different. He's going to be like, this guy's not going to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So if you do it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, then you're going to catch him by surprise and bang, you win.
Well, Johnny doesn't catch him. It doesn't catch him by surprise.
God damn it!
His left flank is heavily entrenched, and it does not go well. They do see several outpost positions, but can't break the main Confederate line. What the hell? It only cost us 2,000 men to 500 Confederates. So, and in the grand scheme of things, 2,000 total casualties. That's a skirmish. I mean, I might have to change these battle numbers.
You're going to have to change your measurements on what's a skirmish and what's a battle. Because, God, I'm upset again because of the lack of value on human life that you are exhibiting. It's not great. It's a bad look, Lieutenant. And it's been going on this whole damn war. And it used to be, if 100 people didn't die, then it's not a battle. Now I'm afraid it's going to be 1,000 people. 2,000 casualties, and you're like, well, maybe it was a skirmish. I don't know. Most of them are injuries or missing anyway. Like, I don't know. Most of them are just missing fingers, toes, legs, or arms, or ran off and are now living lives without any family, friends, or known people around them because they went insane from the war and had to just leave the battle and chose wilderness and strangers in small towns,
but really, like,
over the horrors of war.
Sometimes that sounds appeasing, just leaving and going and like.
Yeah, you want to know why you think that, Lieutenant Tommy? Because you're in a goddamn cult that is the United States Army. Holy fuck! Get out!
You might be right, Johnny. You might be right. On the 28th, Johnny, we're going to see Lincoln signing a bill repealing the Fugitive Slave Act. So that's good news. One more step to slavery being outlawed, I guess. That's pretty good.
Outlawed
on the 29th.
The South.
No, this is the Fugitive Slave Act. This is when, like,
everywhere?
If a slave runs away, we were obligated to send them back. Everywhere, the fugitive slave laws are now outlawed. So, like, even if a slave runs from Kentucky now,
a slave that is from a northern state.
Yeah, we're not obligated to send them back. Fugitive slave laws are no longer. They're repealed. Fugitive slave laws.
Oh, what is Massachusetts?
That's actually good.
Think about this?
Yeah, it's good.
Is Kentucky going to be okay?
I think. I don't know. I mean,
okay. All right. Well, we'll see. I guess.
We'll see what happens. Johnny, the week's going to end with the Secretary of Treasury Chase resigning again. Can you guess what Lincoln does?
Does he say he cannot resign?
You're wrong, Johnny. He actually accepts his resignation for a change.
What?
This is like the fifth time
Chase has
tried. Yeah, this is the fifth time Chase has tried to resign, and Lincoln finally is like, you know what? Yes. And he says, and I quote, "You and I have reached a point of mutual embarrassment in our official relations, which it seems cannot be overcome. So you, sir, can go ahead and quit." Done. Now, immediately after he resigns...
All right. Can you imagine having a job in which you could not quit?
I feel like my current job is that.
No. But you don't want to. If you wanted to, you could very easily make them welcome you quitting in your current job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine a job where I couldn't be like, you know what? I could make them want me to quit.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But, like, Lincoln doesn't... do they just are they such good men? They just like, you know what?
I don't know. I don't know if it's like a political thing, like he doesn't want to, like, hey, my cabinet's falling apart kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know. But right after Chase does resign, he signs a bunch of acts which expand the Secretary of Treasury's responsibilities, including providing more revenue by broadening the base of income tax. Yay, taxes.
Hold up. So after Chase resigns, Lincoln starts adding taxes to us?
Yeah.
More?
Yeah.
Because didn't he just enact a tax?
The income tax, yeah. Now the income tax is going to be broadened.
He's doing it more?
Yeah, more income tax.
Broadened in what way? What do you mean?
I'm assuming a higher percentage. I don't know. I don't have the details in front of me yet, but I'm assuming it's more percentage of your paycheck coming out of your paycheck.
I don't have more percentage of my paycheck to give to a war effort I don't care about.
Well, I'm hopeful that once we're out of war, the United States government will reduce those taxes, and there's no way that they're going to continue a federal income tax after the war's over, right? Like, why would they need that kind of money? It just seems ridiculous.
A war. I mean, this is clearly a wartime decision. It's clearly a wartime need. And if you're not in a war, why would you continue such a plan?
Yeah, you would. There's no way.
Because it's hurting me. It's hurting people that are not in the war. I'm not in the war. It's hurting me.
I'm in the war and it's hurting me.
I'm not involved. And you're taking my money to make me involved. And you're taking my money from my primary job, which
Johnny,
if I had one,
you don't have you don't have an income.
It would be but if I did, when I get a job, if maybe someday I work, he wants to take some of the money that I may potentially earn?
Maybe, yeah.
You know what? I'm just going to make my money under the table. Fuck that guy. I'm going to tell him I made it. That's what I'm going to do.
Not a bad option, Johnny. And the last little note I have here is that...
IRS, fourth wall. IRS, I pay my taxes. I do. I'm self-employed, but I do pay them. I'm cool. We're good. I report everything, I promise.
Johnny, the final note I have is Governor Brown of Georgia is begging Trader President Davis for reinforcements for his state with Sherman's army right there. Trader President Davis responds I've given you all I can. Because you got fucking nothing anymore, and this war should have been over a year ago. That too. That's it for this week in Civil War in Hindsight. If you enjoy Civil War in Hindsight, check out Historic Hindsight. We do all kinds of fun things. We've got shorts on guns and politicians, old ones, not current ones, and random historical facts. And we've got videos, long formats. If you want more than just 60 seconds, you're like, hey, these guys are kind of fun. I'd like to hear them talk drunkenly for half an hour. We got you covered, especially if you want to know about the Diet Coke Wars, which if you want to see us really drunk, that's the episode to watch.